everyone, welcome to another episode by Metabolic Fitness Experts. I am very excited about today's episode as we will be focusing on how intermittent fasting helps to increase your lipid oxidation during exercise. And so the holidays are coming up really close around the corner, and I know that we'll be eating a lot of delicious food and maybe packing on a few extra pounds. And so if maybe one of your New Year's resolutions would be to improve your health or help with weight loss or even just enhance your current fitness and diet regimen, I think today's episode would be great for you as I will be looking at how we're going to be able to increase our fat breakdown during exercise if we integrate intermittent fasting into our current routine. And so let's just jump right into it. In a paper by Van Loon et al., scientists investigated energy expenditure and fuel selections at varying exercise intensities. This figure in the paper outlines how at rest and at low intensity exercise, our body relies heavily on plasma-free fatty acids and other fat sources to meet our energy requirements. We use processes such as beta oxidation to break down our fat stores into acetyl-CoA, which can then enter the TCA cycle and be oxidized to produce ATP. However, as our exercise intensity and our ATP demand increases, we rely more heavily on our plasma glucose and muscle glycogen stores. We use a combination of substrate-level phosphorylation and oxidative phosphorylation of carbohydrates. And so today we're going to be focusing on how intermittent fasting alters the point at which our body shifts over from fat to carbohydrate metabolism, and how it also increases the maximum level of fatty acid oxidation. So today we'll be looking at a study conducted by Bolel et al. And the study covered how Ramadan fasting, which is a type of time-restricted intermittent fasting, affects fuel oxidation in male rugby players during their exercise. So the subjects consisted of 9 male rugby players that participated in 3 break cycle ergometer tests, 1 week before Ramadan, at the end of the first week of Ramadan, and at the 4th week of Ramadan. Subjects were requested to take their last meal at 1 a.m. to ensure that they had been without food or water for a minimum of 12 hours before they performed their exercise testing on the ergometer. So the diets of the male rugby players consisted of a significant reduction in carbohydrates from approximately 55.7% to 43.9% of their daily percent of energy. But they increased their fat intake from approximately 32.8 to 44.4% of their daily energy consumption. Yes, it is. Okay. The point at which fat metabolism was switched over to carbohydrate metabolism in these players was demonstrated to be at a higher power output from 65 watts in the control group to 85 watts in the group tested in week 4 of fasting. So figure 2 from the paper depicts this 20-watt improvement in bar 1. It also depicts how this is equivalent to a 5% energy increase in their maximum power since this metabolic shift occurred at 35% versus 30% max power in the control group. Therefore, this shift takes place at a higher output, allowing subjects to burn more fat during exercise before their bodies made the switch to then breaking down carbohydrates for their fuel source to provide them with their energy needs. In this figure, we see how fat oxidation was significantly increased in the end-R group, which was the group that was tested in week 4 fasting in comparison to the control group tested before fasting. And we see this by these bars here. We have the end-R group, which has significantly higher bars in all of the percentages in comparison to the control group. Furthermore, the maximum fat oxidation occurred at 20% Wmax. With an increase in fat metabolism across these various power outputs in their exercise, subjects observed a reduction in body mass and fat content. Now you guys are probably wondering, how does this research benefit me? Well, if you're looking to improve and enhance your current exercise and fitness regimen to increase your weight loss results for this new year, think about integrating intermittent fasting. So intermittent fasting helps to increase your fat metabolism to help you decrease your body mass and just lose weight, which is really beneficial if you're trying to shed those extra pounds that you gained during the holiday season. So to do this, try and stick to a time-restricted regimen and feeding schedule as was followed in the paper and as many other intermittent fasting studies have looked into. So it will enhance your current exercise results and help you to lose and shed more fat while you're exercising, getting you into your best shape in no time. Thanks, guys, and make sure to subscribe to our channel, and I hope you enjoyed today's segment on intermittent fasting and fat oxidation.